Hey everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. This is our Beast Tamer Bard build, episode 191, and we're going to test the theory real quick. When we click on the teleporters, right, it says Bad Luck Tavern has the available quests Experiencing the Bliss, right? But there's no NPC here that's giving us a quest, so I have this sneaking suspicion that Experiencing the Bliss is us spending the night here, because I'm betting it's one of those like RPG tropes of like you go to sleep at the inn and you don't wake up at that inn. You wake up in prisoned, right? So we're gonna give it a go and see how it turns out. Yeah, we'll pay 1,000 gold coins. For your sake, I hope you're a light sleeper. Some pranksters have taken into breaking into rooms while the occupants are sleeping, stealing their eyes and stitching their mouths and ears together for fun. Okay, well, we're getting attacked. And I'm being attacked without any of my party, so that's somewhat bullshit. He has spells now? Ivu, I say. Ivu has spells now. That's interesting. Oh, they're gonna kill the shit out of me. Okay. The hand of the inheritor just popped out to save my life.
Getting my ass kicked.
I wonder if I only get to do that once. What's really sad is that these are not difficult enemies. It's just my main character is very, very weak in a straight up fight.
Damn you!
And we died. Oh well then. That's not quite what I expected to happen. Ooh. Suddenly very thirsty. Conquest of Elutionira. Okay, we're gonna try that again. Okay, that's kind of a shitty situation. trying to think of if there's any... anything that's gonna, like, actually guarantee keep me alive. You missed what happened earlier? You assume I had assassins go after me in my hotel room? Yes, absolutely. Well, not assassins, I don't think. Just thieves, just robbers, right? Although I think these particular thieves and robbers might as well be the same as assassins because they want to thieve and rob my organs. So, you know. I guess... Damn. I have no freaking AC. I have 11 armor class because of being over encumbered? Because I have no gear on. I have no gear on because I'm sleeping? Is that the situation? Okay. That is very punitive. Just very, very, very punitive. And these guys are not exactly like... It'd be one thing if they were like hard-coded to focus on other individuals, but they are not. What the fuck did my Nerid do? My Nerid do nothing? Oh, no? Attacks the Babao with touch. Can I see what she actually does? Beguiling aura. Protective aura. Arid spray. Okay, well, we're gonna have to see. Immune to Nerid poison is not great. As a plus 24. Oh, it doesn't matter. It does poison, but he's immune to poison, so that's the Nerid is a bad choice here. Why did it? Okay. That's unfortunate. Well, what I could do has been done. Damn! These guys are way tougher than I would expect to deal with in a you wake up without your equipment on type of situation. Like, holy fuck. Should have gone with Smilodons from the very beginning. Yeah, Smilodons are absolutely the route that we should have gone. Back to the Hand of the Inheritor, disappearing. I kind of want to try to do that again without the Hand of the Inheritor, honestly. Because I think if we can just get the Smilodons out there, we can just obliterate all of them. It's just the matter of, can we get the Smilodons out there? I don't know why I'm so insistent on it, but it's like a challenge. I'm just like, okay, yeah, let's fucking do this.
Here comes trouble.
Okay, we get to go before one of them. And we want to... Smilodons. So this means, like, the one will not be able to get to us. See? Just needed to be a situation of, can we get Smilodons off in the room before they can get to us? Where the fuck is the rest of my party? Oh. Swank. Also, I lost bismuth in that.
Should I?
That's annoying. Are you... I don't know that I actually even want to go through that, because I don't know that I want to go through the hassle of finding all my equipment again. Like, that's honestly, like, that's a big quality of life minus from me. Like, have you seen my inventory? You're gonna make me go find all of my gear again? You're not gonna immediately put it back on me? That's a big bummer. That is a big bummer. We didn't really get anything good out of it. I'm gonna go talk to the guy and see if that prompts anything. Am I just stuck on
Here
this?
we go again.
Oh. Almost robbed and you're in. The demon shrugs and a fat black centipede crawls out of his ear as if it's taken an interest in your conversation. What's that got to do with me? You came here for a room and a night's sleep, and you got them. Did I say anything about security? Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay.
Let's see what we can do.
Alright, well... Fuck. I think I particularly cared about that stuff for the most part. This really should be on... Oh, she already has Lockpicker's Kit 2. That's why I have the other one. Feels bad, man. Hope they don't make you do this every time you go to sleep here. Oh, goodness. Oh. That would... That would be really, really horrendous. Oh right, I forgot about the. I haven't been using that. Okay, what was I freaking wearing? Type. I think I was wearing that, but I might not have been. I think I was wearing that. Oh, I should put the ring of evasion on someone. Actually, I should put that on like Arushale. Unfortunate. I think so. Damn. +4 bonus to AC. Can't wear rings. Gotcha. I was using. Pretty sure I was using that. Because I wasn't using. Because I wasn't actually making use of the Ring of Chaotic Fascination. I think I tried to make use of it initially and was like, yeah, this isn't happening. Constitution. Strength, no. No. Dexterity. I think that is actually what I was using. That's not actually that great. Fine, I suppose. I would rather just have Dex and Con. But I don't know that that is an option. Alternatively, just straight Constitution. We're getting a +1/+1, it doesn't matter. Sure, that's what it was. Wow. Holy crap. Yeah, we were using the Charisma +4, I believe. Using that. Baby, be my fire. Huh, interesting. Confusing. I think we actually had this, though that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I was about to freak out because I was thinking that everyone lost their stuff. I think the engraved lucky bracers are just what we're put in. Because that's stack. Natural armor and armor +5 does stack. Yeah, but we were using actual armor. I don't remember what it was though. Was it this Bruiser's chain shirt? Huh. That would. And that makes more sense if we're going to be doing that. +5, +5, +2, so that's not worthwhile. What is that? Why are we not getting +4 here? 23. Okay, it just didn't uncheck the issue there. Okay, that's fine. Type. Was there anything else? Oh yeah, the engraved lucky bracers. So that's what we want there. We had Radiance on, and then we had I think that's really it. Although I should be respecking him into a bow or something like that, but it is what it is for now. I don't really want to spend more time on it, truth be told.
This, one way or the other.
What is the effect of the slow spell? Wait, what? No, I don't. Okay, I did not realize that was the key indicator for spell and not for. Oh, fuck. Did it unequip Bismuth? Okay, at least there's just less stuff that Bismuth can actually use. Bismuth can use belt. Bismuth can use heavy paws. Bismuth can use a hat. Cha-cha-cha. No real hat options. Bismuth can use a necklace, which we're going to want to use the +3. You don't have a +3? I thought we had a +3. Use the plus. Bismuth really never hits hard enough to be worried about that. I would just rather have Bismuth's AC up as high as it'll go. 2, Cloak of Resistance, +3, yep. And then... sure, because we can't put armor on Bismuth, so... Bracers of armor +5, fuck yeah. We'll fucking take it. Sounds good. Okay. Alright, well that felt like a whole lot of wasted time and effort, not gonna lie. That did not feel successful. That felt real meh. Ah, okay. Double okay.
I can handle it.
Trust in yourself.
And I is going way worse than it was originally. Would have been useful to have something like the mannequins in Fable 3 for this. You can put varying pieces of clothing on to one to have a ready-made custom. Yes. There are a lot of different inventory options that they could have done in Pathfinder that I think would have been really nice. They have made some inventory improvements since the game came out, and actually even in this most recent patch, the enhanced editions, they have made some good improvements, but ultimately it's kind of got the CRPG syndrome of like, it really does not want to let us.
We must stop this. You call? There is no hope, only us. The gods have abandoned. What was I saying just now? Wanna play together? I can do this.
Can you? Okay, cool. That's fine. Yeah, there are big line of sight issues for this right now. pop back over. You read something today? You assume you build up corruption where here, no matter where you sleep. That would be my assumption. But that was a special event sleep, right? Like that wasn't a. We didn't actually rest the whole party.
The world has suffered enough.
You can tell because people are still missing skills and everything like that. That was just our main character sleeping for 1,000 gold
I am
and then
here
getting
all
attacked. So
Beautiful.
I think because of that, I don't think it was counted as a corruption-inducing event. But I could be wrong. It's entirely possible that it was.
Let's see what we can do.
Kind of annoyed because there's stuff that I want to pick up, right? Like, but the game is making it difficult on how exactly I'm supposed to be accomplishing that. I kind of want to try and do
Are we ready to move out? We'll make things right.
something like this.
Am I doing it wrong?
Okay, well, great.
Here we go.
That did not do the thing that we were hoping it was going to do.
I can handle it.
Unfortunato. Man. Ta-ta-ta. Okay, I can't do this with this many spell slots. Unfortunate.
Can't make the demons wait.
I'm always open to ideas. Trust in yourself.
The part of the I'm a little bummed because part of the reason why I was trying to do the rest at the end thing anyways was because I was trying to refresh Ember's spells.
Why?
So we might have to probably gonna have to reload if nothing else. Because we're stuck on a fucking rooftop now. I guess we could have maybe tried to rest on the rooftop, but I don't know that that would have worked out very well. We're going to... I think, potentially... That still... What is going on there? I don't, like... There's only one thing that... There's one option that we had when talking to the barkeep that we didn't take because I didn't want to go fucking blasting, you know, the horn of we are who we are, you know, kind of situation. But
Beautiful.
what the fuck are you doing down here, Darren? Yeah. Ah, Baron Feldspar, it's so good to see you. You look a tad petrified. Hope everything is rock solid in your life. My dearest Princess Peridot, you look stunning. You almost managed to eclipse Countess Petronella's debut of last year's season. You certainly bested her in your magnitude and your gravity. Oh no. Darren, my man. Darren sits in a circle of stones, making small talk with a perfectly serious expression on his face. When he notices you, he stands up and offers you his hand. This... My dear ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce my handsome companion. Here he is, the crown jewel of the evening, Ajak, the hero of the crusade. Baron Feldspar, Princess Peridot, how do you do? I can always count on you. Darren winks at you. He looks around his social gathering of rocks. Life has failed to delight us lately. Quite the opposite, in fact. It has thrown us into the darkest plane in existence, surrounding us with legions of repulsive demons and dragging us into a struggle between forces we, or at least I, do not understand. If that's how things are, so be it. If life begrudges us opportunities for fun, we must make our own. Yeah, bow. Introduce me to your guests. Let the fun begin. Why, of course. This most imposing gentleman, for instance, with the crack on his base, is Duke Dolomite. Baron Feldspar has a split along his top. The princess is the largest of the boulders. She emanates royal magnificence. And there, under your feet, lie two noble knights. I call them Sir Flint and Sir Shell. That's it. I can't do it anymore. Aaron burst into laughter. You know the funniest part of this situation? These boulders aren't actually all that different from half my acquaintances in high society. Their sense of humor, their personalities, their ability to carry on a conversation, the resemblance is uncanny. Socio might have been mad if I'd kissed him. That's true. I've got a lot of people that I'm kind of like whining and dining at the same time. Are you sure you're alright? Ever since we got to the Abyss, you haven't been acting like yourself. It's true, I do not feel particularly comfortable here. Unbelievable, isn't it? But I enjoy your company. It makes the darkness and apparent hopelessness of our situation more bearable. I like your company more than the company of stones. Darren pauses a little before answering, his eyes glinting. That was very sweet of you to say. Alright, forgive my stupid performance. Perhaps I was a little overwrought. I've had it with these rocks. This little soiree wasn't my finest idea, I'll admit. I'm chaotic good. I didn't say I was chaotic faithful. I guess is the route I'm going here. I'm gonna kiss him. Let's forget about it all. Ooh, a pan sage. I think I've tried to catch like 13 pan sages and missed every single one. Darren kisses you back with enthusiasm, then says, after catching his breath, I cannot say I find the Abyss terribly inspiring. Let's spend some time alone together. I really, really hope no demons fall on our heads and spoil our date. Hey! What's up, Odysseus?
Let's see what we can do.
It's Zorgus.
Here we go.
Can't believe we've like set up camp here.
I can handle it.
Let's talk to Zorgus. The boy you saved from his wicked mother gives you a look that is both sad and mature beyond his years. I have to go. Social is drawing something, but when he notices you, he hurriedly folds over the paper. He hurriedly folds over the paper. Don't tell me you managed to find some beauty in the Abyss. No. Cringing a little, Social shows you a few sheets of crossed-out sketches, but you can still recognize the vistas of a Lucian era in them. I tried, but I can't. Not here. May the goddess forgive me, but it's beyond my powers. Struggling for inspiration? The priest shakes his head. My drawing, it's just not flowing the way it normally does. This place doesn't inspire creativity. I need to talk to you. Of course, how can I help? Ooh, we got stuff. Now you know your brother used to be a Hell Knight. I think we've already talked about this. What do you think about all that? I always despised these people, but when my brother left the path of service to the goddess, he made a place for himself among them. He did a lot of good, it seems. I don't know what to think. Perhaps I shouldn't have put Trevor on a pedestal. Perhaps I shouldn't have treated those knights so poorly. You see, I was quite fervent in my beliefs as a boy, and I thought the teachings of the goddess had already revealed to me all the truths I should know. Now I realize I didn't know a thing. About the world around me or about myself. Perhaps this war will chew me up the same way it did Trevor, or perhaps his example will keep me from breaking. Okay. Easy peasy. Darren. Darren looks rather distracted. He is staring into space as though he's listening to something deep inside himself. Finally, he notices you and his lips quirk into a nervous smile. So many people have cursed me and told me I'll end up in the abyss when I die. I suppose I'd rather deftly subverted their expectations by getting here while I'm still alive. Don't like it here, do you? Can't you see that I'm afraid? More afraid than I've ever been in my entire life? Darren asks in a grim voice, and believe me, I'm no stranger to paralyzing fear. We're in the most atrocious and macabre place imaginable. Moreover, we're practically surrounded by demons, curse them all. Vile, rotten creatures who can experience something approaching joy only when torturing mortals. You can't even imagine how glad I am to find myself in their domain. Fucking A, Darren. Treat this as another adventure. In my world, an adventure is getting totally smashed with a couple of apprentice mages who've just gotten the hang of basic teleportation spells, and waking up several thousand miles away next to someone you've never clapped eyes on before, someone who might turn out to be a Varisian saber swallower or a dragon in human form. But this, I'm still willing to consider this an adventure, especially since you're here. You'll have to stand in for the saber swallower, giggity, all the dragon in human form, and the apprentice wizards who failed to master teleportation, all of them at once. Move on. Personal chest. Fine with this for now. Sila. I will learn the weight of my sword. I will have faith in the inheritor. I am the first into battle and the last to leave it. With her eyes half closed, Sila whispers the words of the oath of Iomede's paladins. Trailing off, she opens her eyes and sighs. How did we end up here? I never would have imagined I'd find myself in the abyss. Are you holding up? I'm hanging in there. I don't feel good in this place. The air stinks like something died, and I have trouble sleeping. I keep waking up at night. I think I hear someone being tortured nearby. Pleas and cries echoing toward me. So I wake up and listen, but there's nothing. I keep thinking about everything, praying every day that the soul's Sunhammer abducted from the Crusaders weren't brought here. The abyss will kill them or infect with its madness, even without the demon's help. Seeing this ocean of evil and injustice before me, it's tearing me apart. So many innocents are held captive here, and torrents of ruinous darkness flow from this wretched place to the other planes. My mind is tested to the very limit every day I spend in the abyss. Iomade help me hold on to it. We've overcome everything we've faced so far. We'll get through this as well. That's right. Thank you. I've always had faith in us, and I'll keep having faith. But sometimes a girl needs a few words of encouragement. Hell yeah. Oh wait, what was that? How are you? Elend's wedding. Things didn't go exactly as planned. What does it matter how I am? I can't stop thinking about everyone who suffered. Clever Sila, the paladin, companion of the gods' chosen one, didn't even notice a demon conspiracy right under her own nose. I'm going to officially change my name to Sila the Dimwit. That's how I will introduce myself to everyone I meet, so that they know they can't count on me. Sela chuckles grimly, then adds in a softer, more serious tone. If we're too late to save the souls of all those victims, I will never forgive myself. You know what else I keep thinking about? What happened to Curl? Did he really want to steal the ring? Did he just get what was coming to him? Or was it the fault of the demon who possessed his body? So many questions and so much grief. As if a whole world wound and 2 demon lords out there just waiting to hurt us wasn't enough. Gotcha. Amber. Amber is bobbing her head and humming a tune. She greets you with a carefree, cheerful smile. Do you really think the demons will listen to you? They listened to me, didn't they? I told them what I wanted to say. They might have forgotten it all right away. But what if they didn't? What do you want to discuss with Nocticula? I don't know. I just want to see her with my own eyes. Maybe then I'll know what to say. Oof.
Can't make the demons wait.
Oof on that one. Woljif and Greybor. Oh, goodness. How's it going, Woljif?
Beautiful.
Okay, we do want to actually
See what we can
rest.
do.
Ah. That's fine. That is true, Ember. My Otis Botus. You look sleepy. He's looking like a sleepy boy. Yes, sir. The sleepiest of boyo beams. Down too long. A conversation with Greybor. Okay. Greybor gives a sly smile as he lights his pipe. The excited glint in his eyes betrays his impatience to share some news with you. Finally, he can contain himself no longer. Interesting news has reached my ears. There's been talk among the more disreputable citizens of Elutionera that someone is hiring the most vicious thugs and cutthroats to kill a certain Willidus. Familiar name, isn't it? I strongly suspect that this is the same Willidus who set me up during the assassination of Darazand. I'd call that a fortuitous coincidence. Remind me, what do you have against Willidus? You just said it, but I can't wait to have a few words with that fellow. He contracted me to kill the Baldur Darazand and insisted that I use the magical dagger he gave me, which turned out to be defective. My target escaped, and even though it only postponed his death for a few days, it sullied my reputation. This means, of course, that Willidus will have to pay. I'm not yet sure how I will collect that payment, in gold or his life. How'd you obtain this information? Greybor sounds offended. I'm an assassin. If I didn't know how to obtain rumors, I'd be out of work. I visited a few taverns, including a place called Bad Luck. It's a real cesspool, and information flows into it from all over the city. I was approached by someone who was looking for thugs to hire. He was the one who told me everything. I would have found out more if I'd talked to him longer, but after he called me a bloody larva, he needed the dentist, and I needed a new mug of beer. Nice. Who is this Willidus? Greybor takes a slow, thoughtful draw from his pipe and then answers in a businesslike manner. Here's what I know about our prey. He's a demon, and a wizard powerful enough to enjoy high status in this city. Lately, he has surrounded himself with a small army of mercenaries. They're mere thugs who lack the skills of professional bodyguards. Hey, Greybor, why you taking contracts from demons in the first place? Ever since Willidus found out about the bounty on his head, he hasn't left his mansion. I suspect it's full of traps. I wouldn't underestimate the danger of facing Willidus. They were looking for real daredevils to bring him down, which means this whole business is almost certainly risky, maybe even suicidal, once Willidus dead. The dwarf shrugs. An anonymous entity who apparently has more brains than Willidus, and is smart enough to keep his name a secret from his employees. I bet it is one of the Deskarites. Derazand was one of Deskari's lackeys after all, and even though internal strife never ends within this snake's pit, they always team up against external threats. What do you suggest? I'll be damned if I let a bunch of incompetent thugs get to him before me. No, first I must have a little chat with Willidus, and then they can do whatever they want with him. How about we leave those hapless goons in the dust and visit Willidus's mansion first? Sounds like an exciting challenge, doesn't it? Do you want to kill Willidus? Not necessarily. Perhaps I'd rather have the full weight of compensation in gold. And yet, the longer my vengeance is delayed, the stronger my desire grows to collect the debt. In another way. How do we find him? His mansion is in the upper city. It's called the House of Wicked Knowledge. I'm not sure how wicked his knowledge is, exactly, but he is truly wicked when it comes to business agreements. Okay, let's do it. Excellent. I think that conversation will involve some good old-fashioned violence. Wonderful.
Here we go.
We're not gonna worry about bringing Greybor with us at this exact moment. Once we get into the upper city and we find Willidus's manor, then we'll come back, pick up Greybor, etc., etc. Stressed, I've been locked down to the fucking music here. I say music here, but the ambiance here is disconcerting, legitimately. It fucks with my head a little bit. What's up, Regil? What's up, Ninio? It's time for the experiment. I hope these words inspire as much enthusiasm in you as they do in me. What's this experiment about? You see, I have decided, though dared would be a better term, to address an issue which up to now I have preferred to avoid due to my total ignorance in this sphere. Ninio lowers her head in embarrassment. I realize it's hard to believe that I, a person of, let's skip the false modesty, superior intellect, could not know something so simple. But it's never too late to fill in gaps in one's knowledge, right? Fucking Ninio. I'm talking about friendship. To be honest, at first I planned to assign the writing of this article for the encyclopedia to a co-author of some kind. But then I met you, my loyal follower, and suddenly I thought I could write it myself. Ninio seems to have reached the limit of her courage and she looks away. Oh no. Are you trying to say that you consider me your friend? You misunderstand me. I don't need friends. I have no desire to spend my time on them when I could spend it on new experiments and discoveries. Ninio explains this to you as though she is speaking to a 5-year-old. I just want to learn what it is like to have friends, for the encyclopedia, nothing more. I realize that you would like to consider me your friend. Who wouldn't? I'm a scientific luminary, after all. So I do apologize for disappointing you. So you've never had any friends? I see no sense in them. Well, if it needs to be done, let's do it. I'm glad you agreed. Many would have considered my request too personal and refused. It's good that you are above such squeamish sentiment. Nice. Here, I've made a list. I based it on my observations of individuals around me and on my personal knowledge of the topic, which, I have to admit, is far from comprehensive. She hands you a crumpled piece of paper. Friends smile at each other, gossip about other friends, drink alcohol together, no longer required. We've already done that. Sometimes argue, sometimes copulate. Excuse me? Okay, point number 1. Friends smile at each other. You raise your eyes to Ninio, who has already fixed a malevolent grin on her face, the kind that would make you soil yourself if you saw it in the dark of night. Give her... yeah, no, fuck. Absolutely, I'm in it to win it. We're smiling. Keeping the unnatural grin on her face, Ninio hisses through her clenched teeth. You call that a smile? Come on, try again. Give her a wide smile. Your eyes bore into Ninio's, and she stares right back as you both grin as widely as possible. A minute passes in tense silence. Ah! She massages her cheeks with her hands. I never imagined being a friend was such an exhausting business. So, what's next on the list? Okay. Point number 2. Friends gossip about their other friends. Ah! I've made some preparations for that. She produces several pieces of paper from her sleeves. Come on, let's get to it. Who are we going to gossip about? Dayron. Absolutely about Dayron. Excellent choice. So, what do you think of him? I kind of do love him, but I think this means love him, love him. I love him. Oh, how interesting. Incidentally, yesterday I saw him. Ninio picks up a random piece of paper and reads it. Walking on all fours. Do you have any idea who we're even talking about? Ninio becomes a little embarrassed, but only a little. No, I don't make a point of remembering those I travel with. That's why I prepared these universally acceptable, applicable pieces of gossip. What the fuck? She raises her fist with several pieces of paper clenched in it. That doesn't sound like him at all. Really? Excuse me, I'll try again. Yesterday I saw him. Ninio picks up another random piece of paper and reads it. Drinking from a puddle. Right, thanks for the info. Truth be told, this whole experiment seems like sheer stupidity to me. But how can we learn that stupidity is stupid without doing stupid things? We need to finish what we started. Oh god. Alright, stage 2 is now complete. What's next on the list? Point number 3, friends drink alcohol together, and then it says no longer required. Oh right, I should cross out this point. I wrote this and then checked the encyclopedia and recalled that I've already conducted that experiment. And, judging by the same encyclopedia, and especially by an odd stain on that particular page, it would be unwise, to say the least, to try and repeat it. You thought she meant she was being a voyeur, but she must have meant... Fair enough. Point number 4. Friends sometimes argue. A new heap of papers appears in Ninio's hands. You are uninterested and disinterested in this experiment, and you can't even tell the difference between those two words. You can kiss my ass. Not too creative, but it will do. Now we can definitely be considered friends. And on that note, I conclude the 4th part of the experiment. What's last on the list? Going by the list. Point number 5, friends sometimes copulate. Oh yes, that. Ninio sighs. Take off your underwear. Really, game? We're just gonna go into that? You know what? Fuck it. Bravely pull down your underwear. Oh, aha. Well, well, well. She produces a piece of paper from her sleeve and starts frantically covering it with drawings. Wait. Ninio is so engrossed with her task, she accidentally bites her tongue. It appears her copulation won't be happening today. Waiting and hoping? Oh my god. Oh, what are you doing? Before copulation, I must make a sketch of your genitals for the copulation article in the encyclopedia. Oh, I love it. Oh, that's great. Oh, God. The provided drawing will interest many students and scientists who know only of copulation through secondhand accounts. Please stand still. Yeah. You know, not all friends have to have sex with each other. Is that true? Are you sure? What an unexpected and interesting piece of information. I must confess I wasn't so thrilled about this whole copulation idea from the start. It's so nice that science does not demand this sacrifice of me today. My god. This thoroughly awkward experiment is finally concluded. I have learned what it means to be a friend, and now I can write an article about it for the encyclopedia. Ninio rubs her nose with a pencil. I am happy that it's over. I am once again convinced that friendship is the most foolish of all occupations. I guess it wouldn't count as bestiality if the creature is sentient, right? Like, we're definitely stepping into furry territory. Which is, you know, whatever. Although Ninio can take on a different, more human-esque form, so there is that, right? You did it all wrong. Friendship is more than just smiling, gossiping, bickering, and sex. Absolutely. Is it? We've concluded all the assigned actions typical for two friends. Of course, I could have compiled an extended list, which would have included joint food ingestion and senseless banter with the aim of showing each other in the least attractive light. But how would that change the situation? Do you know that what I will write in the encyclopedia? Friendship is a set of primitive rituals intended to help individuals forget about their loneliness. However, I have no interest in that. I see my loneliness as a sign of my uniqueness. The one who leads the way is always alone. Now I have time to answer your questions. Ask away. Yeah. There's writing on the inside of this mask. Ninio snatches the mask from your hands and examines it from every angle. It looks like an average mask, smells like mold, tastes like, yuck, disgusting. The eye holes are, she puts the mask on and looks at you through it. Utterly unremarkable. And yet, I sense some hidden magic in this mask. I'd bet my encyclopedia that it must be the answer to one of the riddles of those statues in the nameless room. We found that already. The writing on the inside looks very much like one of the answers. With a sigh, she hands the mask back to you. All we have to do now is find 4 such masks and bring them to the statues. You won't forget to take me with you when you head to solve the statue's riddles, will you? Better write it down somewhere. Ninio is extremely interested in visiting the nameless ruins after you find all 4 masks. Thanks, game. I appreciate it. Oh, goodness. Okay, my god. That's gonna be the end of this video. Ninio is always a pleasant surprise for me. That's gonna be the end of this video. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around. We're gonna keep playing if you're watching on YouTube. Hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time for more Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. Bye-bye, everybody.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.